So, today we're starting a brand new series on my channel. We are starting the worst to best series. So now in this series, I'm going to be doing select albums that I've listened to or stuff that y'all have chosen or I've chosen. And I'm just going to go by order on all the songs and just from worst to best. Just, very obvious. But I'm very excited about the series because it really breaks down albums to see like the strengths and weaknesses. And I feel like in dissecting each individual song, you begin to kind of, appreciate or unappreciate or, you get to dissect the album at a molecular level. But anyways, all talk aside, let's get started. The first episode of Worst to Best, we have Nicki Minaj's fourth studio album, Queen. Now, in my opinion, I think that lyrically and rapping wise, like if we're talking about like rapping wise, like I think this is her best body of work. I just think that it just doesn't have the best songs on them, if that makes any sense. Like the rapping and the quality of the rap is just, I think it's like top tier. Like it's her best yet. It's just that on her other albums, they're just better songs and versatility and other things. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the first song.
Hold on the gang shit.
We have Coco Chanel. Now, this song right here, it's an absolute mess. Now, as far as it being on the album, it is completely just out of its element. Like, it just does not belong on this album whatsoever. It sounds very incomplete. It just doesn't sound done. Foxy Brown, just awful. Like, it was just really, really awful. She sounded really, really bad on the track. She sounded just very outdated. And I don't know what she was doing. Like, half of the words that she was saying weren't even audible. Like, it was the I. It was just really bad. I actually like Nicki Minaj's verses. Like, I actually like the Inspirations outro and Coco Chanel. I actually liked it, but it was definitely one of the weaker songs. And the reggae sound just sounded very just awkward on this album as a whole. It was just doing a lot. And it just didn't work well. But moving on, at number 18, we have... We have I Thought I Knew You. Now, this is the song that was featuring The Weeknd, and I remember around this time, I was in love with The Weeknd, still am, nothing's changed, but like, Nicki Minaj and The Weeknd are like two of like my favorite artists, so the fact that they were collabing around this time, this was like one of the songs I was most excited for. So this is probably also what's leading it to being one of the worst songs on Queen because it is extremely underwhelming. Literally half of the song is literally president, and it is just like revolting. It sounds very unfinished. Verses don't sound completed. It just sounds very lazy. It sounds very rushed. It just doesn't sound complete or finished. I like the melody. It just was giving me very much interlude. I wish he cut off the half of the song that isn't the song. It's just the president. I wish he cut that part off and just had it be like an interlude to transition from like the rapping to like the singing on the album. That would have been a lot better because this just was not a complete song. It was really, really underwhelming. I was very upset hearing the song. I feel like I still liked it because I was like, it's still Nicki and The Weeknd. Like, the melodies were nice for what it was. Well, no, it wasn't. It wasn't nice for what it was because it is a song. It's not a good song. It would have been a good interlude, as I was saying. But, second to worst song on Queen. Absolutely terrible. But moving on to number 17 on the list, we have...
Capo, Timbini Man, Vado, Sizzla, Kalanji, Cartel, Bujo.
We have the Inspirations outro. Now, in the album is just, her shouting out her inspirations on the Coco Chanel beat. It's just a continuation of a song that I didn't like. The worst song on Queen is just a continuation of it. So it's, it's obvious why it's number 17 on this list. Moving on. Not much to talk about.
Found ball, sir, I have a drought, sir.
At number 16, we have Sir featuring Future. Now, I actually really, really like this song. Like, I think Nicki Minaj, she definitely went in on this song. I think the laid-back flow was nice. Nicki Minaj should definitely do more trap songs. Like, I think it was, like, really, really nice. I hope she has, like, another, like, Zaytoven collaboration. Because, like, I think Zaytoven is, like, one of, like, the best, like, trap producers out there right now. I actually really enjoyed the song. The reason why it's so low is because Future just ruins the song for me. I'm just not a Future fan. I feel like Future's a very melodic rapper. I just don't think you're supposed to pay attention. I feel like his bars aren't the highlight of his discography or him as an artist. I think he's just very melodic. And him kind of like... The transition from like The Weeknd... the transition from Nicki Minaj to Future on this song. Like Nicki Minaj, you're focusing on what she's saying. She's going back to back like these bars and wordplay, and then you hear Future mumble rapping for the next half of the song. He just did not belong on this song. There's just a lot of just very unnecessary features on this song. On this album. But like Nicki does a lot of features on her albums. I don't know why, because she's such a versatile artist, and I just feel like she can just kind of do it all on her own. Like every time there's like a feature on her album, with the exception of like you know like some exceptions, definitely like Ariana Grande. She always holds her own. One of like the consistent collabs that just always just seem to just work. But yeah, Future just didn't belong. It just didn't mesh well together. I feel like Future could have been like a chorus or a bridge or something, but like a whole verse given to him and he's just slurring after like Nicki Minaj was actually rapping, and then you go from his mumbling. It was just really bad. His verse was too long. It was really like the half of the song. I know it was like a collab because they were going on tour together, but yeah, one of the worst songs on Queen simply because of that. Moving on, we have Whatever You Say, Mrs. Majesty. At number 15, we have Majesty. Now, I have very mixed feelings about Majesty. Majesty is one of those songs where, like, when I cut on, it's just a hit or miss for me. Like, I either, like it or I just really don't like it. But in this situation, when I was ordering the songs, I really did not like it. Majesty is just it just doesn't mesh well together. Like, it just doesn't work together. Like, the song begins with these pianos and Labyrinth is singing, and then the beat shifts, and then it just goes back and forth to like this piano and Labyrinth singing, and then no, it just doesn't work well at all. Like all these, like it's like three separate artists and they're all doing three different things. I feel like Eminem is doing his own thing on the song, Nicki's doing her own thing on the song, Labyrinth is in a whole other song. Like it's just really weird. It just does not work together at all. I know everyone was excited about Eminem's like verse, but I don't think people understand that like this wasn't a good song because it just, I mean, it's an okay song, but the reason why it's one of the worst songs on Queen is just because the Eminem and Nicki Minaj verses just did not go together. It just seemed like they both got on the song and they were just both just rapping to rap, and nothing really worked together, and the beat shifts were just very awkward. I do like the ending of the song when she's like whispering with that voice, but then again there's just so much happening in the song. It's just like the song reminds me of like going to McDonald's and like you like take the cup to like that like soda machine, and you just mix everything together and it's just really really nasty because you just mix anything together. That's what this is. It's just like three great things that were put together. Like it's like I love pizza, I love orange juice, and I love fries. Let me throw it in the blender, and it's like no. It's fucking disgusting. And it's one of the worst songs on Queen. Moving on. Now, Bed is definitely... I'm actually really sad that I ranked this low. But the reason why the song is so low is at number 14 is because we're starting to get to like we're starting to get to actual good songs on this album. Because despite what I've said so far about the 5 songs so far, this is actually a very good album. Like it's a solid album. So we're starting to get to like the better song, which is why Bed is where it is right now. I think Bed is actually a very underrated song. I think it should not have been a single. It was a very very weak, terrible single. I feel like that's why Bed gets so much hate, because it's like one of those like nice like vibing songs, but like it was pushed and it's like I feel like a single's like, hey, like look at this, like this is a taste of what I have to offer to like this era. And it was like, what is this? Like when you listen to Bed on Queen, it just stands out for all the wrong reasons. I just don't feel like it's a highlight of the album at all. It's just a very relaxed track. I just feel like sonically it just doesn't give anything to the album as a whole. It's just kind of there. I love Ari and this Nicki collaboration. It's a good song. It's just this soft R&B, like lighthearted track. It just doesn't work in this album. It doesn't work as the image of Queen. It's just kind of there. I feel like if it was a standalone single, it would have been like very nice. Like if she released it like some other time, it would have been nice. Or if she even put it on like Ari's album or something, it would have been nice. It's just, it doesn't belong on Queen. It's just not a good Queen song.
Full blown. Run Rich.
We have Rich Sex. Now, I actually like really like this song a lot. It's just, again, we're getting to some of the better songs on the album. Rich Sex is definitely like one of those songs that I think I don't know, it's definitely slept on. I feel like Rich Sex should have, I don't know. It just feels like Rich Sex was just missing something. I don't know why. Like, I feel like when I listen to the song, and, like, I liked the song, but it wasn't, like, a song that I was like, yo, like, this is amazing. It wasn't an amazing song, but it wasn't a bad song either. It was just kind of there. I don't know why. Maybe someone could tell me why in the comment section. It's just, Rich Sex just, like, as I was ordering this album, it's just, for some reason, this song just did not stand out to me. Like, it's a cool song. I'll turn on right now. I'll rap it, and, like, it's a nice, like, cute song, but, like, it's just not a standout song to me, and I always forget about this song, too. And it was, like, a single, too. It's a good song. It's just average. It's very mediocre. It just isn't anything amazing. The beat is amazing. The raps are amazing. It's just not amazing. It just doesn't wow me. It's just like, oh, it's cute. But I like it, though. But I don't have much to say about this song. It's not good, but it's not terrible. It's kind of just there. It's a solid track, though. But moving on to number 12, we have... Now, we have the opener of Queen, which is Ganja Burn, which is like this Afrobeat song, which is very, very nice. Like, I think this is one of my favorite songs from Queen. Like, when I first heard Queen, this was like one of my standout tracks. I just love the singing. It's just, the thing about Nicki singing in this era, I feel like Nicki Minaj really needed, like, I wish there was just more songs that were, like, more aggressive. Like, I don't know if y'all ever heard Barbie Tings. Well, I hope y'all have heard Barbie Tings. If y'all haven't, one of, like, Nicki Minaj's, like, best songs ever. And it highlights what I like about Nicki Minaj so much. Like, her being very cutthroat and very relentless on the mic and just dragging people and throwing shade. I feel like that's the kind of Nicki Minaj we needed to see on Queen. Like the Chung Lee, the hard white Barbie, we needed to see that on Queen. I feel like Ganja Burn is just kind of in its own world. Like this album, Queen was very versatile, but it was very awkwardly versatile. Like there was just a lot going on in this album, and it didn't complement each other at all. Like, Ganja Burn was a nice track. It just didn't do anything for the album as a whole. It just didn't help the album. It was kind of just there, and it sounded nice. But it just was kind of just... It's just very awkward. This album is just very awkward. It's just like everything isn't going well together. It's kind of... Everything's kind of just battling and kind of stepping on each other. And it just doesn't flow right, if that makes any sense. But I do like Ganja Burn. I just feel like it just does not belong on Queen. I feel like the whole image of Queen should have been like, I'm like coming back. I'm like, cause like, you know, Cardi B was up and coming, and you have Remy Ma and the Nicki Minaj hate train, and people were, you know, tarnishing her name. I feel like we needed to see a more assertive, aggressive Nicki Minaj. I feel like that would have been a perfect way to start off the album. And Ganja Burn was very like introspective. It was kind of reminiscent of the Pink Print in a way. This would have sounded very nice on the Pink Print, like an ending of the Pink Print. But I just feel like this didn't do what it needed to do as an opener for Queen. And it's just one of the tracks that just don't really stand out to me. It is a nice, cute track, but it's not one of the highlights, which is why it is in the middle of the list. Now, at number 11, we have...
The other day I was out in Miami. Got the Lolo on them perks, Lolo on them Zan.
Just the other day, I was out in Miami. Got the Lolo on them perks, Lolo on them...
Waking up in the morning, thinking about so many things. I just wish things would get better. I'm trying to get rid of them, but nothing seems to...
This is actually a really nice track. I enjoy Miami, but the reason why it's just so low is it just doesn't stand out. I mean, it's a nice track. It's a cool, like, laid-back track. It just does not wow me, which is why it's in the middle. It's not terrible, but it's not like oh my god, like, did you hear that Miami song by Nicki Minaj? Like, it wasn't, like, when this first came out, Miami was, like, that song that, it was like that song that, like, you kind of talked about, like, towards, like, the end of the conversation, like, you know, like, it wasn't one of the flagship highlights of the album. It was kind of just, like, that nice, cool, little, cute little song that some people, like, love, but some people don't. It's very easy to overlook this song as well. Just like Ganja Burn and Rich Sex and Bed. Like, all those other songs, like, these songs are just very easy to overlook because they're just not highlights. They're not like wowing, but they are, you know, they're solid. They're like a 5. Like, they're not terrible, but they're not like, oh my god. I feel like that's what Miami is. Miami is like a vibe. It's cute. It's a nice, cute little moment. It's nothing that like wows me. I feel like it's like a nice like laid back track, kind of like Four Door Adventador, but not as good. I don't know. I like Miami. It's just not something that I'll like you'll catch me rapping or something. Like sometimes, like if it comes on, sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, that song. Oh my god, I forgot about this song, and I'll listen to it. But like you'll never catch me going to Miami. But like if it cut on, I would rap to it. But yeah, moving on.
I'm cool on it, baby. I'm straight. You say it's love.
Oh my god, we have the Too Late interlude. I love this interlude so much. Definitely one of my favorite like interludes of like albums like ever. I just really liked this interlude. I like that. I think it's like the 10th or 9th. Yeah, I think it's like the 10th song in the album, and like right after. So like Too Late is basically, you know, it's about a guy returning, trying to, you know, like make ends meet, like I'm sorry, whatever, but like she's like, you know, you're doing too much, too little, too late, like you know, like there's no coming back. And like the next song is Come See About Me, which is so accurate. Like when you think like you're getting over this guy and like you're too late and you're moving on, like, literally like the next song is like come see what I've been up to. I think that's why I like the song so much, because like that ordering of that was just so perfect. I don't know if she meant to do that or not, but I like Too Late. It's a nice little cute little jingle. And I feel like it gives you just enough. Like, people are like, oh, I wish it was a song. I feel like if it was a song, I would like it less. It's very short. It's very sweet. And it does a very good job in transitioning the rapping to, like, the singing that... The more singing that you get into, like, in the middle of the album. It does a very good job in doing that, which I enjoyed so much. Speaking of Come See About Me, next, at number 9, we have...
Come see what I've been up to. Come see about.
Now, a lot of like barbs, I just think that like a lot of Nicki fans in general just, I personally love Nicki Minaj singing, like especially like her ballads. I feel like that's what I look forward to most, especially after hearing my favorite song of Nicki Minaj ever is Grand Piano. Like I love her singing like those ballads, those emotional ballads. I feel like she has like this nice emotional voice. And she really gets into like the mood. I feel like she really like, this song really spoke to her as well. I feel like this song and Grand Piano and I Lie, like stuff like that. Like it's not like a song that someone just gave her like, hey, sing this. Like it's something that she's very connected to, and she has like a definitely like an emotional like connection to. I feel like I just said that twice. But Come See About Me is such an amazing track. It's so emotional. Like it's a really, really like nice song. I don't know why people think that like Nicki Minaj can't sing. Like her vocals are absolutely like amazing. I don't know why people keep saying that. But people will keep saying that, but like this is definitely one of my favorite songs. Top 10 on Queen, best songs, period. We have Chunk Sway. Now this song is an absolute bop. Oh my god, like the way she plays around with the beat and like the different flows and whatnot. It's a very lengthy song as well. I feel like there's way too much Sway Lee on this track. I just feel like his chorus and the bridge was just way too long. It was just a lot going on with him that needed to subtract from the track. That's so cute. But anyways, he needed to subtract from the track. He just wasn't... It was cute, but that bridge chorus was just way too long. This was a really, really cute moment on the album. Definitely one of the highlights of the album. Like, everyone was rapping Chunk Sway when it came out. And who the fuck gonna party with the never do money? I can't do that flow because like it's just so fast, but it's so perfect. Like it is amazing. Like just the flows and the way she plays around with the beat. It's just really, really like nice. I really enjoyed this moment. But moving on to number 7, we have.
Yeah, you everything. Yeah.
Now we have Come See About Me 2.0. This is literally, like, I feel like Come See About Me was, like, this ballad, like, this very emotional ballad. I feel like Nicki Minaj was definitely more in her bag with Nip Tuck, because, like, there was just rapping on it. It felt like she had, like, a bigger hand to play in this song, versus, like, Come See About Me, she obviously probably had, like, songwriters help her with that song, because it's not a rap. But I feel like Nip Tuck was definitely more personal to her, especially, like, with, like, that second verse. Oh, my God. Hold on, is this the second verse? It's towards the end. It's that last verse that she raps. Oh my god. She hit home. Like, the rent was due on that verse. The rent was due. Because sis was really in her bag with that last verse. Like, that last verse, it really, really hit home. I feel like this like Nip Tuck is just basically like her like rapping and singing about her experience with like Meek Mill. Well, that's what all these songs are about. Like Ganja Burn, Come See About Me. These are all about Meek Mill. Like, you know, her rapping about coming off coming off her pedestal and curving niggas that are like him. Like, this is all about Meek Mill. But it was like very nice. Like, but yeah, not much to say about this song. Just that last verse, yes. Yeah, she did that. Moving on to number 6, we have Holla Holla Holla. Okay, Holla. We have Good Form featuring Lil Wayne. Now, a lot of people were saying that Lil Wayne, like, they didn't like his verse. Well, a lot of people that I saw, Lil Wayne's verse was amazing. I don't know what people are talking about. Like, his verse was really, really nice. It definitely added to the song a lot. Like, Barbie, I think you're gnarly. I think you flattered other bitches just larvae. Like, Lil Wayne definitely added to the song. It was very, very nice. Amazing addition. The song is super, super catchy. Who on Barbie D? Who on Barbie D? Everybody, who you gotta see? Like, it's just a nice, like, club banging song. This should have been one of the singles of Queen. This should have been replaced with, never mind. I feel like it was a single at, like, the perfect moment. So I feel like this shouldn't have been one of the leading singles because they shouldn't have came into Queen expecting something like Nip Tuck. They shouldn't have came into Queen expecting something like Good Form. Good Form is like a party, like, nice, like, cute little, like, trap, like, party song. And, like, Queen, I feel like Queen should have taken a more, like, direct, like, assertive thing. Because people were really trying Nicki Minaj in 2017. And she had to put people in check. Because people were really trying it. Like, she should have came out with the songs like Hard White and Barbie Dreams and Chung Lee and Barbie Tings. Barbie Tings definitely should have been, like, Barbie Tings definitely should have had a home in Queen. Because that energy that she came in with, like, people, like, her saying, like, people are copying her and she's the pink print. People need to, like, and people are stuttering when they ask about the Queen's influence. When it's clear they bite me, I'm flattered they like me. I don't want to track bitches tell them where they Nikes. Like, that energy is definitely, like, needed on Queen. And it's missing a lot in these tracks. But yeah, Good Form, good song. Moving on to we're in the top 5, which means like the 5th best song in Queen is.
I just took her name and made that bitch a LLC.
We're getting to LLC, which is one of the most strongest, like, lyrically, like, rap-wise songs on the album, which is why it is so high. Just the way she plays around with the beat. Like, just the amount of stuff that she does with this one beat is very, very impressive. Like, the amount of flow switches and the bars and the cadences and just the wordplay is just absolutely amazing on this song. Because I wasn't a fan of the beat at first, but just seeing the way she just ripped the beat up, like, just the amount of stuff that she was able to do and experiment in such a short amount of time. It's not a long song, but it feels longer than what it is simply because of the amount of stuff that she's doing in this short amount of time, which is very impressive. Really, really enjoyed this song. It's not one of my favorites, but it's definitely one of the best songs on Queen, rap-wise. Now, moving on to number 4, the 4th best song on Queen. We have Miss Chung Lee. Now, Miss Chung Lee, she came in and she did what she had to do. Chung Lee came and did what she had to do. Now, that music video took way too long to come out. And it was kind of underwhelming in my opinion because it just came off as like a photo shoot instead of like an actual like music video. Like the trailer showed like her and like this choreographer, like this popular choreographer. I forget her name. I don't want to like, I think it's like Aaliyah or something. I don't know. But like she showed like this trailer of like them both dancing. Like people were like excited about like oh my god, like is there choreography? Oh my god. Then like the music video was like, first of all, Nicki Minaj looks stunning. But like the thing is, Nicki Minaj always looks stunning. Like that's not like a Nicki Minaj looks good. She always looks good. I just feel like hopefully in this new era, Nicki Minaj does more with her music videos. And like there's just more things happening. I feel like in the Queen era, it was kind of just like, oh, I look good. Look at all these clothes I have on. And it just gave me very much like clothing line. That's kind of like what her, like I'm gonna put on all these outfits and be bad bitch in front of camera. That's kind of what these, instead of like her past eras, like there was like a story being told and more of like an artistic aspect of things that were going on, or like plots and a concept. I feel like in Queen, the videos were very lazy. It was very like, I look good and look at this wig and this outfit, and it was just very lazy. But other than that, Chung Lee did exactly what it had to do. The energy from Chung Lee, like the like Chung Lee in itself is like a play on like who Chung Lee is a person, because Chung Lee is like this good guy and like good girl, I guess. Like she's like not a villain, but Nicki Minaj is taking like a good person and making them like a villain, like making them become a villain. Like, I'm the bad guy, Chung Lee, which is what people were doing with her in 2017, which is what makes it so amazing. It did what a lead single should be. It set the tone of like the era. Like, when you look back at Chung Lee is an amazing like summary of like what was going on in Nicki Minaj's like life, which is why it's just so amazing. Nicki Minaj did what had to be done in this song. And not only that, but this song highlights everything that Nicki Minaj is just so good at doing. Like, just being very assertive, very hard. The bars were there. Not only that, but like the song was just very catchy as well. The beat was really like fire. Not only that, but like her describing the song, she just said that it just kind of just came out of her. Like, she wrote it in like 10 minutes. Like, she heard the beat and just wrote it just like that. Like, it was just so natural. So it was just very like in the moment. It wasn't something that she wrote like months ago. Like, it was definitely like in the moment while it was all happening, going down. So definitely one of the best songs on Queen, hands down. And it symbolizes what Queen should have been as an album. I wish more songs on the album took the direction that this song took. But moving on to the third best song on Queen.
Some of y'all about to be real mad at me, but it must be said.
Now, some of y'all about to be real mad at me that I put this song at number 3. But this is definitely like a personal like pick. Run and Hide is an amazing R&B track. I had to put it up here. Some of y'all about to be so mad because like Run and Hide is like one of like I think it's like the least like selling song on Queen. Like, it's streamed the least. It's just not the most popular song on Queen at all. But like, I love Run and Hide. I love this song so much. I will say that it should have been more personal. It just felt very like, I feel like the lyrics just didn't hit me the way it should have. But like, I feel like the vibe and the energy I got from the song hit me, and I related to like amazingly. But like, the lyrics just didn't cut deep enough. It didn't match the vibe. But regardless of that, this song is a vibe. Like, just what she's talking about like, you know, being played, and like she's explaining why she's hiding and running and hiding away from people and just being more to herself. It's just a relatable song. The beat is very like mesmerizing. It's just a whole mood. It's a moment. It's very mellow. It's very relaxing. It's my background music to all my videos. It's just a nice song. I love this song so much. I love this R&B element. It's just so nice. This is definitely like the reason why this is charting so high. It's just my personal taste, which is why it's just so high. I believe this is definitely one of the best songs on Queen because it is just so nice. I feel like the songwriting needed to be better because it just didn't hit me the way it should have, ear-wise, but vibe-wise, energy-wise, spiritually, it was all there. This is an amazing song. I love it so much. Number 2. Do I need to explain why this is number 2? Well, I'm going to explain why. The ending is why this is number 2. The Roman and the freestyle at the end, my jaw was on the floor. Like, oh my, you know I'm all about them dollars. The way she ate that up at the ending like that, the flow switches, Roman coming out of her. Oh my God. But of course, Barbie Dreams as a song, of course, it was like very nice. It was an homage to Biggie Smalls. The rapping, it was funny. It was like her trolling and making jokes and like her referencing like other artists. It's just so rare that other artists, because like, you know, everyone's kind of like, I don't want to say fake, but like in this day and age, just like everyone's kind of this PC era. Everyone's so afraid to like say something negative about somebody or like, you know, criticize anybody. Like everyone kind of likes everybody kind of, which is kind of boring. So like to hear an artist like call like name drop another artist and say something like negative, it was just like it was kind of weird hearing her say like other artists like name like a negative way, even though she was playing, if that makes any sense. But like Nicki Minaj really did this. She really did this. That was everything. The ending, the flows, just this song was absolutely amazing. The beat was really like nice. It was just everything. Not only that, but like once like Barbie Dreams came out, obviously like this was like the one of like the most standout tracks ever. Like her bringing up people were just like, the internet was just erupting just because of Barbie Dreams, and just the homage to Biggie Smalls, like one of the greatest rappers of all time. Her just doing that for the culture was just like, it was just a very good moment. It was just a very like nice just rap homage just moment that I really enjoyed, which is why I obviously enjoyed this spot. Now, number 1. the best song on Queen.
Work hard just to get half back. Get into it.
We have Hard White. Oh my god. This song right here, ladies and gentlemen, Nicki Minaj owed mortgage. She owed rent. Like, the rent was due when she made this song. This song should have been what started the Queen era. This song embodies what makes Nicki Minaj so sickening and just such an amazing just MC and a rapper. This just embodies who Nicki Minaj is. Like, the subtle jabs, the disses, the assertive energy, that Queen energy. The shade throwing. Like, this is who Nicki Minaj is as an artist. Like, this is just what she stands for. Her asserting herself, her being the queen, and this, yes, Hard White, just the bars, the wordplay, the cadences, the flows. Hard White was one of her best songs ever. The beat is super hard. She sounds amazing on this record. I hate that this song got leaked because it was supposed to be a lead single of the album. But since it got leaked so early and it got out to so many people, it lost its steam. So she had to put it back in the vault. She wasn't even going to put it on the album, I don't think. But she did end up putting it on the album because, you know, everyone hearing it, let me at least put it on the album. But, like, it lost so much steam. And she didn't end up, like, releasing, like, the video for it and all. But it just wasn't as big as it was because everyone already heard it. It just lost all of its steam. Like, people who weren't even, like, Nicki Minaj fans, they were finding it and listening to it. Like, it was a leak that really got everywhere, which is very unfortunate. But Hard White is the hardest song. Like, it's the hardest song on Queen. I won't say by far because the ending of Barbie Dreams, like, ooh. But Hard White is that girl. It's definitely that girl. It's the best song on Queen. Absolutely sickening. Like, the second part of that song, I don't know what be going on in Nicki Minaj's head, but, like, once it gets to the middle part of the song, like, Nicki Minaj just shifts. Something just happens to her. Like, it happened at the end of Barbie Dreams, the end of Nip Tuck, now the end of Hard White. Like, oh my god. Like, Nicki Minaj really went in on Hard White. Hard White is an absolute moment. She was sickening on that song. The way she just put people in ooh. I don't know. Hard White is just, it embodies Nicki Minaj. Like, Barbie Dreams, people would probably, like, say, like, oh, Barbie Dreams is better than Hard White, but I feel like Barbie Dreams was, the bars were definitely there, but, like, Nicki Minaj was playing in Barbie Dreams. Like those were all jokes. Like, she's just teasing people that, like, she likes. Hard White, there was no teasing. There was no, haha, I'm just playing, but I'm saying, no. There was none of that. She was busting shots. Don't duck if it don't apply, okay? She was not playing no games in Hard White. Like, Hard White was that girl. Definitely the best song on Queen. Period. But, yeah, that's my list. Queen, you know, Nicki Minaj's 4th album. I feel like as a body of work, I don't know. Queen is definitely, like, I feel like her second to worst album. Nicki Minaj only has 4 albums, so second to worst, it isn't terrible. She doesn't have a lot of albums out. And I feel like all her albums are just pretty solid. But, I feel like rap-wise, like writing-wise, I feel like this is definitely one of her, well, no, just rapping-wise, this is one of her strongest albums, but I just feel like it just does not have the songs, or just as a body of work, it just does not have, like, the bops that her other albums have. Best rapping, but just as song, I already explained this. But anyways, this is my first, like, episode of, like, worst to best. Tell me, like, what are your thoughts? Like, what are your lists? I mean, like, what are your opinions? What are your thoughts about all this? What do you want me to see? What do you want to see me do next, or like react to next, or do worst to best next? I enjoy doing this, but please like, subscribe, comment, all of that, and I'm YikesRoman signing out.